Here's a To Catch a Predator first. This man is here to meet a 14-year-old girl, even though he's been told her parents are home. The plan is for her to slip away when he arrives. He brazenly drives right up to the house and asks the decoy if it's all clear.
Very nice.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? I'm glad you can make it. And guess what? My parents went to the movies.
Stop.
I swear, they're gone.
He's 29-year-old Dwayne Chisholm, a manager at a gym. He's been chatting online with a decoy for 2 weeks. Calling himself Loverman Genius, he spells genius incorrectly. He sends the decoy, pretending to be 14, pictures of himself as a bodybuilder.
I saw his pictures and I was honestly really scared because he was a bodybuilder. He could probably grab me with his hand and squeeze the guts out of me.
Then he sends her pictures of his genitals.
Have you had something that big already?
Not that big.
I bet you're a really good lover, very slow and soft.
I just hope you like it.
And I hope you like it too.
Now, Loverman Genius is getting comfortable in our beach chair. And after only a few minutes of chatting, he wants the decoy to sit on his lap.
I'm so glad you came.
I'm glad too.
Yeah.
Do you want to come on over?
I want to talk a little first.
No problem.
That's okay with you.
No, that's fine.
That was my cue to step in.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are
What's
you?
happening?
The decoy steps away so I can get better acquainted with 29-year-old Loverman Genius.
The girl you were chatting with online was how old?
As far as I know, 14.
14. What if you had a 14-year-old sister? How would you feel if some guy came over?
Not good.
You tell her that you want her to masturbate and think of you before she goes to bed. You know, all that's illegal to try to solicit a minor online, right? And then come up and try to have sex with her. What do you think would have happened tonight, Dwayne, if this 14-year-old girl was open-minded?
I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't want to say one thing or the other.
So you wouldn't rule out the possibility of you having sex with a girl?
I wouldn't force her to do anything that she would or wouldn't want to do.
But here's the problem. At 14, she cannot legally give consent, and that's why it's considered in many places statutory rape. Well, Dwayne, do you watch much television?
A little bit when I have time.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
I guess I'm on it right now, right?
So you kind of figured out what's going on.
I mean, you hear about it and you sit there and you're like, man, these poor guys, these guys are such idiots, and what are these guys thinking? And, and you're like, you see some guys that's just like, wow, these guys are just really, really disturbed.
Well, give me a sense of what went on in your mind to make you one of those guys tonight.
Just bored and lonely. I mean, here's my thing. I know there's no excuse. You get caught up in a rut, you work 70 hours a week. Life is tough.
Yeah, but I still don't get the link between working hard and grooming a 14-year-old girl online to the point where you have a face-to-face meeting in the hopes of having a sexual liaison.
I don't know. Like I said, there's no justification for it.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. We're doing a story on adults who meet kids online and then try to meet them for sex in person.
Wow. I mean, I'm apologetic for my behavior.
While Loverman Genius continues to apologize, another man shows up.
Rolling up. Uh-oh.
He makes a U-turn, then beeps the horn. Looks over, spots our operation, and takes off.
PA plate out of Philadelphia, James Eric Santil, 29.
Frag alerts the police, who send marked cars to pull him over and arrest him. Turns out he's a school bus driver.
I appreciate your candor.
Back at the house, Loverman Genius asks an unusual question.
So, when do I get to see myself on TV?
Well, we haven't figured all that out yet. We're still doing the story.
I understand.
That's part of the process.
I understand. I'm going to have a whole lot of people that I know seeing it and like, oh my God, this guy, He helps me out in the gym, and I might have to look for new work.
All right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
But he probably won't be all right for long. His trouble has just begun.
All right, easy. Just relax. Okay, take it easy. We're not going to do anything to hurt you.
This guy's coming in. That could be the doctor. Go to Mark 3. Have him come towards you.
Hey, you made it. Come on back.
Thanks. How are you?
Good, how are you?
This man is 48 years old, married, and a prominent San Francisco physician. It's hard to believe that someone of his stature would show up to meet a girl who said she was 13 and then follow her into the backyard where she invites him to go in her hot tub.
Pour me a drink. I'm actually going to put on my suit so maybe we can get in the hot tub because it's all warm.
He met the girl online 3 days earlier. The girl was really a perverted justice decoy pretending to be 13. Using the screen name Tall Dreamy Doc, he lies and says he's 29. Remember, he's really 48. He asks the girl, "What bra size do you wear?" She says 30B, but it's kind of big on me right now. I'm still growing. He replies, "I will kiss them." He goes into graphic detail about giving and receiving oral sex, and later says, "I'm horny for you," and asks her to masturbate while thinking of him. He tells her several times he could get into trouble, but it isn't enough to stop him from coming over and helping himself to a drink.
I can't. Oh, jeez.
So where are you coming from?
San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, so there probably was a lot of traffic, huh?
Do you have a towel?
As the doctor looks for a towel, he spots Dateline's camera crew.
I gotta take off. Sir? I need to talk to you for a minute.
He runs, but he doesn't get very far.
Oh,
Get on the ground! On the ground!
I wasn't gonna do it.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Get his keys. I wasn't doing anything. Oh man, I wasn't doing anything. Get his keys. I wasn't doing anything.
And like all the other men caught in this investigation, from used car salesmen to engineers to Marines, he goes through the same procedure. First stop, the booking station.
What am I being booked for? We'll explain all that too. Can I call my wife?
You can do that after the booking procedure.
The police ask routine personal questions, but the doctor appears distracted, nothing sinking in.
You're going to talk to a detective and just...
Yeah, I explained that to him already. He's just not, he's failing to...
I'm not failing. I'm just really scared.
Nothing to be scared about.
Nothing to be scared about?
No.
I'm somebody who has never done anything in my life besides a traffic ticket, and you wouldn't be scared?
You're in some trouble, obviously.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in big trouble, and I feel like I made maybe a mistake, but I didn't do anything.
He's Dr. Maurice Wolin, head of clinical research and medical affairs for a pharmaceutical company, and he's not happy about seeing our cameras.
I'm here in handcuffs. I have pictures being taken of me left and right. I don't know what I'm being accused of.
He's then taken in for questioning by Detective Steve Nelson of the Petaluma Police Department.
First thing I'm going
to... What are you doing today?
I just came to meet Julie.
To Julie?
Yes.
You came to meet Julie?
Yes.
And how did you meet Julie?
I met her online last night.
Online last night?
Yes.
And who are you?
My name is Andy. Andy?
Andy?
Yes.
And how old are you, Andy?
I'm 23.
And why did you want to come here to meet Julie?
Am I being framed or something? Or?
Framed?
Because she told me to come over so we can watch a movie or something.
You can watch a movie or something. And she told you she was how old?
She told me that she was 13.
13? How about 12?
No, she told me she was 13.
13. See, I've got the transcript right here, and she says that she's 12. See that? 12, female Riverside.
I looked up her profile. It said 13.
13?
Yeah.
All right. So 12, 13, she's pretty young. And what was your plan with this 12, 13-year-old girl?
She had some video games, and we were going to play some video games.
Video games?
Yes.
You ask what her chest size is. She says 32B. You say sweet. You ask if she's ever had oral sex. You ask her to show you her crazy side. You ask her if she feels the need for sex, and then you say, if you do, I can fulfill that need. You say, I'm a bit concerned doing underage.
No, well, our conversation was,
I have the conversation.
Yeah, she talked about it and then I talked about it, and then we kind of sort of got to a point in saying, okay, let's meet up and let's watch some movie or go for some food or something like that. Maybe play some video games. Yeah.
It sounds like you wanted to play more than video games based upon this conversation.
Well, it could be anything, but
it could be anything.
Yeah.
Like you say, you like playing in the shower. Maybe we do that afterwards. Then you say, unless I'm not talking to a cop who's going to arrest me tomorrow.
Are you a cop?
I'm not a cop.
So, are you guys conducting a study or something like that?
No, actually what we're doing is a story, because I'm a correspondent with Dateline NBC.
Okay.
And we're doing a story on adults.
Are you guys going to put me on the camera?
Those cameras are rolling right now, yes. We're doing a story on adults who try to meet young teenagers on the internet. If there's anything you'd like to share with us, we'd like to hear it.
Can you take me off the camera?
If not, you're free to leave.
Thank you.